Well then, let's look at how the subconscious mind protects us in a different way. Say a 3-year-old is going down the stairs, and next of all, halfway down, falls and trips and goes down the bottom of the stairs. The moment of realization that they've lost control, panic is produced. Just like the fire, no difference. So let's say the 3-year-old there in that situation of not being in control, the moment of realization, I'm about to fall, I might die, the panic is produced. So what the subconscious does is, it uses that information and stores it to protect the person in the future whenever they're in similar situations where they may not be in control. So let's say the 3-year-old is now 25 and they're on their first airplane flight, they're going to Spain, and there's bad weather, there's turbulence, the plane starts dropping 20, 30 feet. So the moment the environment changes, in the perception of the child that they're not in control, how they panicked at 3 is now brought to 25 to show them how to react. Yeah? You okay with that? Okay. So let's say, it doesn't happen again until they're 27, but this time they go swimming. They think they jump in the shallow end, they actually go into the deep end. They go to put their foot on the bottom, it's not there. So the moment they're in that same situation of not being in control, the panic is reproduced. And reproduced, and reproduced. Okay? So when you're doing an intake with a client, when you produce this, when you educate your client, they'll actually turn around at this stage. When you say to them, does that make sense? Everybody will go yes. And say, look, if you think back to before you were 7, what sort of situations were you in where you weren't in control? The very odd time you might go, nothing. It's very, very rare, but you'd question that, you wouldn't move on. But most people go, well, I'm not sure, but I know my father was supposed to pick me up from school one day when I was 5 and he didn't come for 20 minutes. So for those 20 minutes, I was having a panic attack. It could be, mum and dad driving out of town, a car crashed into the back of us. It could be my little brother locked me in a press. But what you're saying is, by educating your client by using this system, it gives them the ability to actually communicate with you and possibly give you the ISA you're looking for. 9 times out of 10, if you do this properly, you'll get the ISA before the session. So say, for instance, the lady says, yeah, well, that makes sense now, because when I was 3, I fell off a scooter and I broke my wrist and I was taken to the hospital and I was getting needles and held down. Well, there's the ISA, it's quite strong. So the regression session now becomes very easy. Now, we still would build the feeling, we still would regress back, but now we have not only the ISA, but we possibly have another 4 or 5 events they've told us before the session, which are like SSEs. So I really feel that this makes regression obtainable and easy to do for virtually all therapists out there, where the biggest problem with regression was in the past, failing to build the feeling properly, failing to build the right feeling, and failing to have the confidence to carry through the regression. But with this system here that we've developed, I think it's going to make every therapist's dream